Hi!
Hello, hot pods.
And welcome back to Sense8 Season 2, Episode 4, Polyphony. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, we are on Episode 4. Yay.
Yeah. I watched this, I think, on Monday or Tuesday, very early in the week, so I don't remember much about it, I'll be honest. But yeah, how was your week this week?
I think I'm excited about something this week that happened. I've been posting nonstop about it on my Instagram.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that.
But before I get into that, because I want to rant about it for half a second, because before I get into that, DHL came finally with my E-Type CD order.
What was it?
What was it? Gee, I wonder what it was.
I said it was that. I fucking said, I'm like, it's the stupid fish slippers, aren't it? And you're like, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm like, it's the fucking fish slippers.
It's the fucking fish slippers, and they're very comfy. The padding is really nice.
Too.
No, they're not. Leave them alone.
I see them buy it. They are ugly.
Leave my slippers alone. It was I think for birthday or Christmas or something like that. I think it was for Christmas. You were like, I'm getting you something, but it's not shipping for until later. And I was like, if you got me the fish slippers, I'm gonna love you. But it was my school president, and I was like, still love you, but I was waiting, and I was like, is no one gonna? Okay, I'll do it then.
Yeah, no, I think I was originally gonna get you the slippers, but I saw it would ship so late.
Yeah.
Because it was on pre-order, and I was like, you know what? I'd rather just do something else. I'd rather do something that would get here earlier than wait. But I was thinking about doing the slippers.
Yeah, that once I got to them, they were no longer on pre-order. They were just buy them, and there were less than 10 left, and I was like, fuck it. Because I just threw my poor other slippers in the trash, and they're from Everland, which makes me really sad. But look at the bottom of them.
They're all torn up. They have holes.
They are deceased. I love them so much, but they're gone. So I had to get these new ones. I had to. But I love them. They're very comfy. They're hella comfy. And my feet stay in them because the backing is there's an actual solid backing to them. It's a good dent, and the padding is really nice and soft, and it's just really nice. The first time I put them on, I was walking around, being like, oh, let me try them out. And my cat was like, the fuck is that? What in the hell is that? And she was running away. Phoebe was not. Amy apparently is the scared one now. She was terrified. I think she's good now, but she's terrified. But other than that, I had a very fantastic week. Specifically fantastic last 3 days. Because the new episode of 911, season 7, episode 4, aired Thursday night. I couldn't watch it till Friday morning, so I was like, Mom, please, can we wake up at 7 a.m. before we go to work and watch it? I'm begging you, because I don't want to wait and not go on Tumblr until 2:30 in the afternoon. I can't do that. And she was like, all right, fine. So it's been 7 seasons, and it's been 6 seasons of us kind of screaming into the ether, fuck is bisexual, we know this, we can see it, because every time someone's he's been accidentally hit on by a dude, or a dude goes actually I have a boyfriend, thanks, and he goes he's gonna be that's not what I was saying, I'm straight, but he never said that ever. So we're all it's there, the signs, they're alive. And now that there have been some changes, because it's been on Fox for 6 seasons, but ABC just picked it up because Fox canceled it. So it's now on ABC, and I've never in my life thought I would ever say thank you, ABC, parent company, Disney, for giving me gay shit. I've never thought I'd say that in my life.
Yep.
But, dude, I've been watching that scene on repeat, crying, because fuck kiss the dude. And oh my god, no, when up to this episode, we were all oh my gosh, no, it's gonna happen, because all the interviews coming out are very queer coded. They're very oh dude, he's gonna think about himself and realize things about himself, and I'm like, bitch, it's right there, please give it to me. And so the episode came out, and I avoided Tumblr so fucking much all throughout the night, because I was still binging 911, honestly, because I hadn't really watched season 6 when it came out. So I was like, I'm gonna catch up, because I missed a tiny chunk, so I'm gonna catch up. And I was halfway through season 6, and I was like, I'm going to bed, I'm gonna read fanfiction, and then I'm not gonna touch my phone at all. I'm not gonna swipe, because I swiped left to Google News, and his picture was the first thing there, and I was like, oh, it's probably about what the episode is, I'm gonna go away. But at 7 a.m., I was screaming. I told my mom too. My mom kept going, Like, no, you're reading into things, as always. And, like, when he kissed him, I was like, I told you so. I told you so. When did I say it? I told you so. So, like, I'm like, no, I'm like, I went to work that day so deliriously happy. Everyone was like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm having a wonderful day. The best day of my life, if you will. Because for 6 seasons, how often, I was telling, Abby this, Abby Cazares, who messaged me on Instagram. So Abby, if you're listening, hi. Because we're both freaking out about this. Like, it's not often that, like, one character, like, let alone two, but, like, one character even, that you, like, headcanon to be queer, and, like, headcanon to be with another person in the cast that's also of the same sex, like, things like that. Like, I have shipped so many ships that are, like, queer ships that are just, like, so headcanon-y. Like, they're never gonna happen. Like, stop shipping them. And 911 said, oh, bet. Like, here you go. You were right. You're right. Yeah, he totally isn't straight. I was like, thank you. Like, that's never happened for me. At least not often, you know? And just the whole scene was really, like, really well done. And at one point, like, I've watched the scene, like, 50 times already. Like, just, like, I watched it before I called you. Like, over and over again. Like, this is, aside from Doctor Who, this is, like, my favorite show. So, like, it's so, like, it means so much to me. And so, like, just the way the scene was done was so immaculate, and it's very much giving, like, he had no idea what he was feeling, like, until he was kissed, and then he was like, oh, that's what it was. Oh, that's why I was jealous that you were hanging out with my best friend. Okay. Like, and, oh my god, it was just immaculate. At one point, like, Tommy, who's the guy who kissed him, was like, so what are you doing Saturday? Are you free? And, like, the way he's, like, so, like, in a haze, and is just, like, the way he says, yes, I am free, the way he says it is, like, a double meaning. Like, yeah, he's free on Saturday, but also, like, he's free from, like, the little, like, thing in his brain that was like, there's something missing here. What is this? And it's like this big sigh of relief, like in Love, Simon, when she says you get to breathe now, you get to exhale, and I was like, ah! So I, like, after watching the scene, I was like, I want to get a 911 tattoo, and I have to figure out what I want to get, though. But after hearing him say that over and over again, I was like, nah, I know what I want to get. I want to get...
I was gonna say, I feel like that's pretty...
It's gonna be that. I need to design it so, like, it has something to do with 911, so maybe, like, imagery or something like that, but I want that quote. I want that quote. Even with the yes, I am free, I need that somewhere on me. Like, because it made me cry, like, twice before I called you. When I watched it twice before I called you, I'll be honest. Not even once. Twice. If you go on my Tumblr right now, you will see 50 GIF sets of the same GIFs. Like, it's just the scene over and over again. But, like, I, like, cried. Whenever I hear that sentence, him saying that, I'm like, I'm gonna cry. Like, oh my god. And I still think he's gonna end up with Eddie. Like, I think this is good, because, little rant, you won't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but little rant.
I won't. I still don't, but I'll listen. It's fine.
It's okay. But, like, everyone wants him with Eddie, me included. And him kissing Tommy, some people are like, oh, like, there are some people that are being dumb about it. It's like, but he should be kissing Eddie. I'm like, okay, chill out. We've just gotten something so monumental. Like, this character in season 1 was, like, the ladies' man and a womanizer of the group, and everybody was like, oh, Bach always chasing after girls, and things like that. And to have a character like that come out, like, later as bisexual and, like, be like this macho, like, firefighter, big muscly person, like, it's monumental. It's great, and it's I just love it. Anyway, what I was gonna say before I went on that tiny thing, was, yeah, so want him with Eddie, absolutely. But I think this is, like, great for now, because then it helps, like, build the story a little bit, and also it helps him explore, like, his, like, bisexuality and queerness outside of Eddie. Like, if they do end up together, great. I want that so badly, but doing it, like, so quick and so fast, like, even though it's been 7 seasons, it's not that quick and fast. Like, they're basically raising a kid together. And, like, but still, like, them realizing their own feelings outside of each other would be great. So, like, I need that whole storyline first. Take it slow, you know? Let him have fun with Tommy, please. Like, it's not that big a deal, okay? If he doesn't end up with Tommy, if he does, fine. But he's just so happy right now. And me by extension. Like, I'm so pleased. And so, like, I'm just having a great day. Like, it's the only thing I I will not stop talking about it. And what's really funny, the most recent thing to come out about 911 is that they're going to be doing Celebrity Family Feud. Like they're going to be on Celebrity Family Feud.
I saw you post this on Instagram, yeah.
Exactly. I just posted it on Instagram. That like it's 5 of the cast members, 2 of which are not main cast members, but they're in. I think they're kind of main, but they're not like mainish. They're not part of the like Firehouse or anything like that. They're like part of Dispatch or a part of like Marriage, things like that. But they all play queer characters except for Eddie, and I'm like, this is filmed now, so it may be coming out somewhere near like June, which is Pride Month. So I'm like, ABC, you're not really being subtle, are you? Dude, like, okay, 4 queer characters and Eddie, like that makes no sense. Like something's about to happen. I can feel it. Also, there's like a behind the scenes picture of like them celebrating the 100th episode, which this was, which is like great. And they were all dressed in their outfits for Buck's sister's wedding. And so they were all in nice suits and shit. And there was pictures of like Ryan, who plays Eddie's, like in his suit and everything beforehand. And then like when they took pictures by the like cake for the 100th episode thing, the shirt under his suit gone. And he had like all the scuffs all over his outfit. I'm like, dude, what happened to you? And Oliver, who plays Buck, had a big ass wine stain on his like white suit pants. And I'm like, what in the world's gonna be going on in this episode with y'all? So I don't know, I'm excited. But like after this next episode that's coming up, in which Buck goes on like a date with this guy that kissed him, like Eddie like comes up with his like girlfriend behind him. He goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" And Buck's like, so like I'm very excited for this next episode. But also after this next episode, it's like 3 weeks off of no episodes, and I'm like, I mean,
Ooh.
I'm sad, but also thank you because I can't focus on anything else but this, and I need to.
Yeah.
So this will be good for me. Thank you. But I'm just having a really great week. Like it's I've never experienced like the whole, you know, like I've been with this show for 7 seasons. I watched it when it came out in season 1. And like to be like screaming for years like, "Oh, this character's totally not straight." And for ABC to go, "You're right." I'm like, "Really?" For once, I'm right. Like I'm just very happy. Anyway, that's my rant over because I don't want to take up too much time. But this is just the best week of my life. It doesn't feel real, dude. Like every time I see the scene, I'm like, are we sure that happened? Or am I still asleep? So, no, I'm just very happy. Anyway, how was your week?
Fine. like I like nothing happened this week really for me.
Oh my god.
I mean, it was just regular shit at work.
Yeah.
I still need to wear sunglasses when I go outside.
Yeah.
My eyes are still red.
Ooh.
Yeah. Though it did say it could be like that for a few weeks, so that's like normal. Which is good. And I've just finished my 2 like prescription eye drops off. And now I am taking my like fake tears.
Oh, fake
eye
tears.
drops. So I'll be using that at some point during one of these recording sessions.
Did it snow with you?
No, but it did. Like wind was crazy.
We got wind, rain, but before that we got snow. There was like a shit ton of snow, and I had to go out and shovel, and I was like, it's April. Why is this here? Like,
well, back here, and I think in 1996 or 97, April 1st, we got like 12 inches of snow.
Shit.
It was just like crazy. But no, I think we got sleet.
Oh yeah, we got a lot.
We definitely got some like a sleet or hail or something, because like at work when I was going to take out trash out, it was rain, but it was like hitting me. I was like, this is not wet. This is not just water. This is like rocks or something. We
got all the above.
Yeah, no, yeah. Weather was weird this week. It was really weird.
Yeah, especially for April. I'm like, can you chill, please?
Yeah.
Also, I caught 2 more Bulbasaurs. And it's not even an event. I just caught 2 more Bulbasaurs. They were sitting outside of Damon's, which is our the liquor shop, the place where you buy the booze. So I named one Damon because Damon's, and I named the other Boozy.
Booty.
Boozy.
Booty.
Boozy. Like a booze.
Oh, booze. I thought you were saying booty. I was
Oh,
like,
boozy.
why are you naming it booty?
Booze. Boozy. Speaking of booze,
Oh.
I've been wasted all week. It's not been good, but that's okay.
Speaking of Pokemon, actually, I found a Eevee in the store.
Yeah,
And,
that's
like,
right, you did.
I was like in the cereal aisle, so I went to the store to get my brother like a birthday gift because the birthday is this week. And I was just like walking through the aisle. I walked down the cereal aisle. There was a stuffed Eevee just like in between two cereal boxes. I was like, "What is this?" So I took it. I walked around. There was no other like stuffed section. It was just there. So I bought it and I took it home.
Destiny. Honestly, if there was a Bulbasaur there, I would have done the same thing.
Like, it was a lone Eevee. Like, what was I supposed to do?
What was I supposed to do? Leave it alone in its solitude? No.
Also, fun fact, I will say, the dramatics of me taking the Eevee home was kind of intense because, as soon as I left the store, it started, like, downpouring. And so I put Eevee, like deep inside the bag I had so it wouldn't get wet. Yeah. And so I started walking. However, the bag I had was paper.
No.
And literally the week before, I was walking with like a drink or something in the bag, and it got so wet because it was raining, and the bag ripped open.
Oh no!
So this time around, I was like, "Oh shit, something's gonna happen."
I would have been like this. I would have been like that.
I literally took the bag, shoved it in my sweatshirt. I was like rushing home, looking like I was fucking pregnant with the giant ball in my belly, and like I was running home. And it was fine. It's safe. It's dry.
Yay!
But yeah, no, it was a very dramatic moment.
Dramatic Eevee purchase.
Yes, that was about the highlight of my week was finding the Eevee and taking it home.
We stand. Honestly, I would have done the same if it were Bulbasaur. If it were Eevee, I would have been like, "Oh, cute, bye."
Oh no!
I love Eevee. I do, but like, I love Eevee. I do, but like, I mean, my Bulbasaur winks too. Which one's my Winky Bulbasaur? Oh wait, no.
I have to wait. It's sitting in a Winky. It says in a Wink.
I don't have a Winky Bulbasaur. That's sad. I think I know of a Winky Bulbasaur. Oh, I know of a Winky Bulbasaur because I saw it on Amazon and I went, I have that, but apparently I don't. So it looks like
I thought you did. I'm pretty sure you did when you showed.
I don't. These are my Bulbasaurs.
Are you sure you're not missing one?
Trust me, I'm not.
I'm just saying.
These are my Bulbasaurs.
I swore. Or maybe I went with its eyes closed. Maybe that's why I thought it was.
Yeah, this one's eyes.
Yeah, I went with its eyes. That's why I thought it was.
Eyes closed, regular, and corduroy, and also eyes closed and sleepy.
But tiny.
Sense8. Sense8, Season 2, Episode 4, Polyphony. I'm just going to say Polyphony. So we begin where we left off, which is Will being like watching someone get killed in front of him and then another person get killed in front of him. So 2 people are now dead. One that maybe wasn't really conscious anymore, maybe could have been a zombie. But Whispers killed Kroom and then killed the person he was inhabiting. So Will's like, fuck, I am now standing here amongst 2 dead bodies and no one else is around, meaning I might be looked at a bit suspiciously. So
yeah,
I need to get out of here. So everyone kind of gathers in their like battle stations. Let's figure this out. They all walk together. They're locking the place down apparently. So they're like, we need to fully get out of here. And Will is approached by some guards and are like, okay, stop, because you're obviously who we're looking for. You're walking all by yourself and you're suspicious. So stop right there. But Sun's like, no.
I love that. She's like, no.
No. She literally takes them out, and then she has their baton, and she takes them out too, and then after she does, she's just like, alright, cool. And she just throws it and walks away. I'm like, I love you. You're just like, nothing's a bother for you. You're amazing. So they're all running out. Basically, Will and Riley are just running out, but they're all running out, as everyone else is, trying to blend in with the crowd. Evidently not fully gonna work, so they need a little distraction.
Yes.
Which Leto, yeah, Riley, yeah, but Leto is happy to provide.
Quote unquote Riley, but really Leto.
Really Leto. And it's such a funny moment because he just goes, he just starts screaming like, oh god, there's a terrorist. Did you see them? Did you see them, sir? And I'm like, I love you. You're game for anything. I just love you. So Leto distracts the guards as Will slips out and also kind of sends them the other way. It's like, oh, went that way, went that way. But meanwhile, Will is sneaking out the side door. So they're able to sneak out. Well done. And as they're like, what do we do? I don't know what to do. Wolfgang shows up and is like, where were you?
Yes, because he was the only one not there.
Yeah, he was not there. And he's like, I met someone who might be able to help us. Her name is Leela. And he's like, no me second guesses it for a second. She's like, okay, well then she's been able to stay clear of BPO this long. Either they're very good or they're working with BPO. So you need to be careful. And I'm like, period. Please be careful for the love of God. So everyone kind of talks about also for a second that they need to test the blockers before they use them. Because like, what if it's not what he says they are? Yeah. We don't actually know. So we should check them before using them. And if he was telling the truth as well about the blockers and whispers and everything going on inside BPO, that means they just lost an ally. That could have been like a great ally to be at the top of BPO, kind of. So bit screwed there, but a plan is in place. They're gonna get those blockers tested. We also see after that snippets of Wolfgang drinking at a bar, or the club that Felix now owns, kind of. Kala is visiting a museum with Rajan, and Sun is enjoying her freedom outside. She's outside. She's enjoying the sun. So happy for her. Kala talks to a guy at the museum while she's looking at some art. His name is Ajay, I think. Is his name Ajay? And he will be back around. This is not the last time we'll see him. He'll be the source of some part of Kala's storyline in this season. And she seems to be like at first like, oh yeah, it's nice to meet you, but he's kind of sus. I'm not gonna lie, he's a little sus. But honestly, she's careful of anyone these days with everything going on. She's like, if you'll excuse me, because no, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So she goes to the bathroom, and who's there? The Wolfgang, and she's like, oh hi, like, welcome back. And she apparently got a new job as well. She got promoted. And she also says that, like, oh yeah, like, Rajan, yes, wife of the owner, absolutely. But Rajan respects the work I do, and he believes that women should be in high positions of power. Period. Love Rajan. I love him so much. I will never shut up about Rajan. They are kind of, it's very much that they're still playing this, like, I don't want to say game, but, like, they're still on the fence of getting together. Like, they're like, we shouldn't. We should. We shouldn't. This is very much their whole relationship up until the end. Is like,
Rajan and Kala?
No. Kala and Wolfgang.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about Kala and Wolfgang. They're still,
I was gonna say, yeah.
They're still very much like, I mean, I like you, but we can't. And they're on a line.
She's also married.
But it's, they're very much still having that conversation. And he says to her, like, you deserve to be happy. And she's like, what if I don't want to be happy? What if I want something else? And while they're talking about this, Wolfgang opens the bathroom door, and there is Leela Fagini! Just hanging out.
Three-way.
Oh. So yeah. But Leela picks up on the fact that he's talking to someone else. It's like, oh, someone else here? Is this a member of your cluster? I can tell from your face you really want her. Whoever this is. You want this girl. And she's gonna toy with that. It's something that she can use probably, because like she doesn't seem to be the most trustworthy person.
Probably not, no.
No, it doesn't seem to be, but she's hot. I mean, but that's pretty much it.
I mean, I still have no issue with her, I'll be honest. Like, so I mean, I know she's probably gonna screw them over at some point, but I'm also like, it depends how bad and in what way, because that will determine how much I like or hate her moving forward.
Oh,
so,
we'll get there.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm very complex when it comes to like antagonistic characters. You know
I know you love the antagonistic characters. Like they could go either way, and you're like, ooh, what is?
I'm actually watching a show right now where like a character was introduced as like kind of like an antagonist, and I was like, I probably shouldn't like this guy, but I kind of do already. So it's how it goes.
Yeah, Vegas all over again. Jesus. So they get cut off though, because the other ladies walk in from the museum and they're like, oh, let's talk about Ajay Kapoor. Like, so apparently he's a hot topic that is being discussed. And while that happens, Wolfgang heads over to where Lila is, and he's like, what are you doing here in a car in the dark watching a building? And she was like, I'm just bored. I'm like, please, no. And apparently she's waiting for someone, but she's always doing like undercover shit. Like she's always doing something that Wolfgang doesn't know what she's doing, but it's all gonna lead to something else.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. He's like, I'm trying to understand why someone like you would be working for, I don't want to say his name wrong again, Fox, the guy who gave Felix the club.
Whatever his name is.
And she's like, oh, he's just like any sapien, a temporary solution to a long-term problem. And he's like, BPO. And she says, she's like, I'm not saying anything, but like, and he's like, well, how do you avoid them? And she says, you don't. So kind of implies that she's working with them. She's made some kind of deal with them. At least her cluster has.
Definitely, here's my theory about her now.
Okay.
I could definitely see her like convincing BPO to be like, hey, I will find you other senseis to take, but you leave me alone. And that's kind of what her long-term goal is, to use like Wolfgang and his cluster and kind of playing the like selfish game of like, hey, I gotta stay in my own skin in this world. Sorry, but you're on the chopping block now. So that's definitely what I get from her. And again, going back to the whole like whether I like her hair or not, if that's true, I kind of respect it, because she kind of like she's trying to save her own skin. Like she doesn't know that. Like it's kind of like what, turn herself in and have her become a vegetative person. She seems very much in the world of like Sun and Wolfgang, where it's like it's very much you fight to survive, and if that means other people need to get hurt, so be it. But like it's very much looking out for number one and taking care of that. So that's kind of what I see her as right now. I could be wrong with this whole theory. That's just my 2 cents putting that in.
Good theory. She definitely seems like the type. And honestly, yeah. No, she fully seems like the type to like save her own skin. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
And obviously BPO are not hunting them, so there's some kind of deal there. So unless they're hiding out, which there's no way. There seems to be something going on there.
Yeah.
And something starts happening. Someone pulls up and she's like, oh, gotta run. And she disappears into the night. So she's obviously working on something. And while this is happening, Nomi and Amanita tell Bug what is actually going on.
Yeah.
He's very excited about it. He puts it, what I find really kind of cute is that he puts it into terms that he understands, like computers. Yeah. He's like, whoa, so your brain is part of a bigger brain, like with file sharing and all this fun stuff. And I'm like, oh, you're putting it into computer terms. I love you, Bug. But he's very excited about it. And honestly, I would be too. This is kind of a groundbreaking approach. And Nomi and Amanita are like, okay, Bug, just don't talk about it. Like, please. Yeah. And he's just like, zip, lock it, put it in your pocket. Like, don't you worry. I will not say a word. And Amanita's like, this is serious. You need to be serious. He's like, I am serious. This is capital letters B-I-G. This is huge. This is crazy. And then he's like, I really need to sleep for a week. And he goes downstairs to take a nap. So he's very overwhelmed, but happily overwhelmed. He's very excited.
Yeah.
And as he leaves, Nomi's like, did we make a mistake? have we made an oops telling him this? I'll tell you now, though, that was just her wondering. She didn't make a mistake. Bugs
no, I know. I mean, I figured not. Like, I figured, like, it was just Bugs being, like, too, like, oh, wow, this is huge information. I'm gonna freak out about it now. But, this like, I'm obviously gonna keep it a secret.
Yeah, Bug is like that. He's just very, like, oh! Like, but these are his friends. These are his best friends. He will look out for them any chance he gets. He will not let that slip. I love Bug.
Yeah.
Now with Sun, she's talking to Minjung about, everything. And obviously she couldn't sleep. Shit's going down. And Minjung's like, I actually haven't felt this awake in a very long time. Because, like, she's free, She's not in a cell anymore, which must feel very nice.
Yeah.
So they share a smoke, and they have a nice discussion on the roof. And Minjung says, like, Sujin, who I really liked in the prison, told me that you have a very soft and kind heart. Like, she could see that. And whatever happens with your brother, because I know you want revenge, just don't let it ruin your beautiful heart. And it's like, that's a really nice sentiment. So that'll be something that, like, hopefully she holds on to this season, is like to hopefully not let her brother like take this kindness away from her, because she does have a beautiful heart. It's just that she's also kick ass. But underneath it all, she's a very soft, kind-hearted person. So they kind of have that discussion. So she's like, please, son, like, I know you want revenge, but like, think of yourself too.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. See what happens with her brother.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I know you will be. Like, there's really interesting shit that happens there, and I'm very excited for you to see it. So, with Nomi, but also with Amanita, she's in a bookshop, the one she works in, and listening to two authors talk about just kind of images at first. They're like, which is a very interesting topic, because he's like, we get more images in a single week than people 100 years ago would have seen in their lifetime. Like, we get this very big influx of images all the time. Like, I looked at my phone today, I'm sure I've seen 50 billion more images than anyone could have seen in their lifetime, because of the 50 billion that I'm reblogging from 911. But it's a very interesting topic, and apparently this is Nomi and Amanita's, they're some of their favorite writers. And she's like, I hate this. I'm stuck in a boat, and I don't get to be there with you and see them talk. And she's like, I know, it sucks, but I'm here, listening to them and everything. But she's still missing some things, because someone asked a question, and Nomi didn't hear it, but then Amanita also had to go back to work, and so she's like, this is driving me bananas. At the same time, we see Capheus and Jella, they pull up in the van, and Zakia? She is there waiting for them, and she's like, you'll never guess. Our video from the beautiful speech, it got like more than 1 million views right now on YouTube. And so she's like, my producer, actually the head of the show apparently, because we do meet her later, wants me to do a follow-up on you, because this is like going up in the world. So he's like, absolutely, for sure. And so she gets on the Matatu with them, the van, and they pull up to their next stop, and there's this horde of people that's kind of preventing them from moving any further. And they're like, what in the world's going on? So he gets off the bus and asks one of the guys, and he's like, the guy over there, that bastard, he increased the price of water again. Like, no one is able to afford it, and no one can buy the water, so we're kind of screwed. So Capheus walks up to the man who's kind of withholding the water and is like, hey man, water is life, like, we kind of need that, like, we will all die without it. And the man's like, look, water is not life, water's a commodity, you know, it has to be paid for in order to be used. And I'm like, I mean, I know you're trying to make a living, I get it.
Yeah, and also he's right in a way. Like, you do need to buy water. Like, water bills exist. Buying water bottles are a thing.
Yeah, but they only exist because of capitalism. Like, water is...
Well, I know that, but...
I know. But, like, water is... I've always gone by the thing of water is life, and water should be a human right, because we literally can't live without it. Food, yes, also should be a human right. And I feel like, wouldn't it be great if all of it was free? But there's so many different kinds of food. You have to, like, there's probably billions of regulations you would have to work through to be like, this specific kind of food is this specific kind of food is this. But water should be free everywhere. I will say that till the day I die, because you cannot live without that shit. But he's unwilling right now to lower any of the prices. And while this is happening, Kala and her mother-in-law are walking together to the Temple of Ganesha. She's going back, and apparently she's going back for the first time since the incident where Menendra was stabbed a lot. Yeah. So it's a little triggering for her, and she's remembering it. But as they reach the top of the stairs, they witness a sea of people protesting the new policies that have been placed on the temple. There's metal detectors, guards, crowded lines, kind of a mess. And Kala makes a comment that everyone present only really want to worship in peace. Like, why do we all look like we're against each other right now? And a protester emerges over the crowd and begins to chant that the only rules they will follow are those of their god. One truth, our truth. And they also notice her in the crowd a little bit, and they're like, they're trying to stop us. And she's like, I'm not trying to stop.
Yeah.
It's not me. I'm here to worship too. Like everyone's kind of like thrown against each other at the moment. This huge protest is happening. And they call her out as like the devil, or that she knows the devil. And they all kind of go in a frenzy trying to grab onto her. And it's terrifying, obviously.
Yeah.
Around closing time for the bookshop, Amanita gets off of work. And she's walking out. They're having a nice conversation about the book and the authors and things like that. And while she goes out to her motorcycle, she spots a car that has obviously been driven by Agent Bendix, who we already know and hate, waiting to trail her back to her location to find Nomi. But Amanita spots him quick. She's like, not gonna happen. So she's like, I don't know what to do. I can't come back. But Nomi's like, well, what are you gonna do? And then she's like, just lose him. Like, period. Honestly, she's such a badass. When she said that and like closed her helmet and like revved her, I was like, ooh. The most attractive thing in the world to me. Anyway, so she plans to lose him before riding off on her motorcycle. They already start following her, so it's definitely them, or at least someone's following her. And Nomi's like calling out for her the whole time with no response, and it's like a scene of chaos because we keep flickering between the three different places. Cafe, Kala, and Nomi are all being pushed, shoved around, alternating between Nairobi, Mumbai, and San Francisco. And eventually the people are given their water in Nairobi. Cafe is helping everyone and is able to convince the guy to give the water because it's just a mess. It's chaos. And Kala and Sahana managed to escape the temple unharmed with, I think there was a guard that was with them, so I think they were able to get out for that. And Amanita returns safe and sound, which is great, thank God, because Nomi was like, for the love of God, where are you? And then it's like, because Amanita's just talking random shit on the phone, and she's like, will you answer me, where are you? And then she just turns around, and suddenly there she is walking in the door. It's like, oh, thank God. So Amanita's safe, and she's like, are you okay? Because you seem even more stressed. She's like, yeah, well, a lot of things are going on. Nairobi and Mumbai are in chaos, but mostly I was just worried about you. And she's like, oh, don't worry, it's okay. And so they sit down, they relax a little bit. But she's like, honestly, this boathouse is driving me stir crazy, being in here all the time. I gotta get out of here. And she's like, yeah, I know we do. But they're so cute, and they have each other to lean on, which is great. Interesting scene next. We have Riley going to get those pills tested. The blockers.
Yes.
So she goes to get the blockers tested, and the rest of the cluster are there helping, kind of, especially Kala. She's spouting all the, pharmaceutical facts for her.
Yeah.
And this guy, Puck, who, spoiler alert, this is not the last time we see him.
I figured.
Yeah. We will see him much more. But here and there. He won't be the most important thing to storyline, but he'll pop up. We will see him. And he's like, whoa, you know a lot about, drugs. And she's like, well, yeah. But it's Kala that's saying everything. And it's apparently, I don't know much about pharmaceuticals, but it's like, it's suppressing the, like, euphoric excitement. I can't think of the word, like inhibitors or something like that, rather than exciting them. So that's what's kind of making it easy to be blocked out from other sensates when you take it. And after Puck goes to get, like, to work on it and maybe test it a little bit, this guy that apparently she's friends with is like, so, where you been? I missed you. Like, are you in trouble? And he's being all kind of touchy-feely a little bit, and Will's like, I don't like him. Who is he? I'm not a fan. And, everyone else is kind of agreeing for a second there. Like, Kala's like, yeah, I don't like him at all. And then Lito's like, I mean, he's very sexy. And when he says that, I just want to point out Kala's face of just like, God, again.
I know, she literally looks at him like, what? Like, seriously?
She's like,
Not
babe,
fun.
no. So I love them. They're so comfortable with each other, all of them, and I fucking love them. They're just great. And so they're all trying to figure out who this guy is that Riley knows, and apparently he's an old friend. And Lito's like, I think they might have been lovers because he's touching her hand. Ooh. So obviously something happened there. And they're also talking about a thing they could possibly do where it's like, oh, if you want to do a show, we can Periscope it last minute, stream the location so everyone can come see your set. And Will's like, ah, fuck that. No. We're not doing that. And because obviously that'll give away their location first and foremost. And then Puck over to the side says a movie quote. And Leto's like, that's my movie. Oh my god, that's my line. And he's like, I love that movie. And then the other guy's like, yeah, Puck likes cheesy movies. And he's like, cheesy? I don't like him.
Yeah, that's one way to turn him around.
That's where he turned around. It's like, I don't like him. I'm not a fan. You were right. I'm sorry, Kala. You were right. I don't like him. I fucking love them. But evidently, Puck knows of Leto, which is very cool. And now we go back to where Capheus is. He's being interviewed by, I don't remember her name, Kobe Kahara, I think it was her name. So this is her, like, she's the head anchor of this news place where Zakia is also a member of. And he's being interviewed about the whole, well, first of all, he's being interviewed about him being Van Damme, and they're like, oh, great speech from before. But also, while we were going to talk to you again, this fight broke out and was a bit chaotic, to say the least. I say that word a lot, but, like, it really encapsulates it. And he's like, oh, it's not, I don't do much. I just, take people where they want to go. It's my job. But the interview kind of, like, changes up a bit. Like, they're talking about his father and how he helped out with, like, certain protests that were happening at the time. And that's why he was killed. He was killed during one of the riots. So she's wondering, like, hey, is because of what your father thought? Because of what your father did? Is that why you have, like, kind of a thing for, like, injustice? Like, what powers your desire for social justice? And he said, to be truthful, the thought has never occurred to me until now, when, seeing this guy just denying people water. Surely the desire for justice lives in all of us. Like, it can't just be me. And she says, well, yeah, but few of us are as willing to risk it as you are. You seem more willing to risk everything to help people. He says something really interesting. So we expect leaders to take us where we want to go and to lead us into the future, whatever. And to really, do the things that are good for us, to have our best interests at heart. But when things like this happen and water is denied to people, and the further they go into, like, their careers, they become something different. They become politicians, which is not the same as a leader. And I love the way he said that. That's, because very true. I fucking hate politicians. Like, I'm not a fan. Because the term politician is so much different than the term of leader. Like, leaders actually lead. Politicians, I feel like, are just there for the power, like, for their own power. So, I just love that they had that discussion. Now, back with Kala, she arrives at home to find this guy just standing out there. It's like, hey, who are you? And it's like, oh, I'm your new security. It's like, why do we need security? It's like, well, because of what just fucking happened, for one. But also, apparently, your husband was sent a suspicious package that had an explosive device in it. So, and Rajan's trying to calm her as is happening. Like, oh, the police said it was so badly made, like, it wouldn't have done much damage, it's fine. But honestly, I'd be freaked out too. Like, I'm sorry, you're telling me the person I'm married to was sent a bomb in the mail? Like, yeah, that's fucking terrifying. So she's obviously stressed. They have new security that they're gonna have to deal with as well, because people are out to get them. People are out to kill them, especially Rajan's family specifically. And because she's now married to him, that ropes her in. So now with Leto, he takes a little trip and he goes to visit Raul's father, who we met Raul in we know of him now from the last episode. And he asks more about his disappearance and what happened in the past and stuff. And side note, I actually really like Raul's father. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the only episode we see him in, but he's actually, like, he seems really nice and like a really cool person. And just what happened to him sucks, because that's his kid, Yeah. And we see more a little later in the scene about, like, where things ended with them, but it broke my heart. And while they're talking, apparently Raul's father and his mother were all journalists, and they had that journalistic sense. It was just in there. And So Raul's father's very familiar with, obviously, if he was working on something dangerous, something could have happened to him. It's not a far jump to make. And he also makes the deduction that they were lovers at one point. He says, "Were you and Raul lovers?" He's like, "Oh, I mean, yeah."
Yeah, I mean, at this point we keep getting flashbacks to.
We do, yes. I forgot to mention there's lovers. Kind of a hot damn-ish moment there.
Hot damn, yeah. No, I mean, I wouldn't really consider it a hot damn. It was more
it's a hot damn-ish, like adjacent.
Yeah.
It's a hot damn adjacent. But he's obviously he's an accepting person. He's like, "Oh yeah. I figured. I figured you guys were lovers." And Raul's father takes him to his room. And he's like, "Do you want to see his room? Because there's like a bunch of stuff there that maybe you could use for whatever this is that you're talking to me about." And he also says, like, he was in Chicago before he went missing. Do you know why? And he said no, but all he said was that it was going to be the biggest story of his career. And true. I mean, like, even if it wasn't a story that he broke, this meant something to him because he was so deeply connected to it. So whatever it was big. Whether it be a story or his life on the line, And we'll go back to his room in a moment because first we go to Sun. And the police are showing up at Min Jung's friend's house. I don't remember her name. Mrs. Cho? Mrs. Cho. They show up at her house and are like, "Hey, open up." And Miss Cho on the inside's like, Go hide somewhere. I will steer them away. It's fine." And she opens the door and it's like, oh my goodness, a detective. Oh my goodness. Like, wow, I wouldn't expect you to be here. Playing the little old lady act, the sweet little old innocent lady. And he's like, "Okay, well, we found these prison uniforms in your trash."
Probably should have burnt those.
Yeah, I feel like you should have burnt those. That would have been a good idea.
Because she does have a good, like, "Oh, they were my old one," and then the guy's like, "They were numbered."
They're like, numbered. They're they're prison uniforms. Like, there's numbers on them.
Yeah, you can't really escape this.
You can't. And she's like, "Oh." So they're like, "Yeah, no, stop with the act. Like, let us search inside." She's like, well, then you must have a warrant. Obviously, they don't yet, I think, but he's like, if there are fugitives inside, like, you wouldn't mind us taking a look then, because if you're saying that they were here and they left, then you wouldn't mind us looking around, would you? And she's like, "I guess not." So they end up inside, getting a look around, and suddenly there's a big thump. Looks in one of the rooms, and already one of them has been taken out.
Yeah.
On the ground. And you see Sun bolting it out the window past them. So he's like, shit. And Detective Moon, this is his name, runs after her. Yes, his name is Detective Moon. He runs after her. And they get in a bit of a fight. A kerfuffle, as one would say. Do you ship it?
I was like hardcore shipping it, this whole fight scene. and then we start getting flashback that they like apparently fought before. I was like, "Oh, I am so shipping this now. I am shipping it. I am in on this. I am here for it. I am shipping it so hard."
They did. They fought before. There are flashbacks because she uses a move that was the same move that took him out in the first time they fought. And he was like, "Oh my god, you're her." And as he says that, she knocks him the fuck out. She punches him in the face. Books it. So she's escaped, but he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's her, the one who beat me." Like,
the one that got away.
I also ship them, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm glad because when we start getting flashback, I was like, "Oh wait, this is definitely shipping worthy now." Like,
this is not just
it was just me watching two hot people beat each other up, which is very attractive to me.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Period,
so it's like
period.
fun. It's like
I love watching hot people punch each other in the face.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's
I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's like very attractive thing to watch.
No, it's like the base of enemies to lovers. That's what.
Yes,
it's like fight. Period. Yeah, that's exactly. See, and we all know I love an enemies to lovers. So.
It all goes back to enemies to lovers. It really does.
It always does.
And what's funny is that as we go through this, it might not be as enemies to lovers as you think. It'll be like half enemy, half big admiration to lovers. Like, it feels like.
No, I feel like now that he remembers who she is, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I miss you. Like, you are so
He's
cool.
like,
I
hey.
want to like." I definitely see him being like so. I think he's already whipped. I'll be honest.
Yeah, oh, he's so whipped, please.
So
Like
whipped.
the just the you're her, like, please. The fact that he remembered her, bitch.
Yeah, that was saying a lot.
I fully ship it as well. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
The second we saw the flashback to their first fight, it became more than just him being a detective, sir.
Exactly. Yeah.
It connected them to a previous
Yes.
moment, which is a big thing.
Yeah. I am hoping he takes part in the clusterfuck part 3.
Oh, period. We need a clusterfuck part. We need him in the clusterfuck part 3. Like,
I'm just like, I mean, I'm like, because if everyone kind of pairs up together, then like, I mean, this seems like Sun's pairing right now. Caffeus is getting his pairing and his side, like all the single people so far are getting their like own little pairings now. So it could be a giant clusterfuck part 3.
it keeps leveling up. I mean, the first time we had like 4 of the sensates. Was it 4?
It was 4 sensei and I think 2
yeah
others
of the other, yeah, of their significant others. And then we graduated to 8 sensates and like maybe 2 or 3 others or something like that.
Yeah,
so
I
all the
think
sensates.
Still 2.
So we can level up again and get everyone.
All 16.
all 16. all 16. I'm gonna cry. Anyway.
I can't wait. That better happen.
Oh, pretty please. I'm advocating, and I've seen this whole show. So after she knocks Detective Moon out, also I would like to point out, just to aid in your shipping a little more, his name is Detective Moon, and her name is Sun.
Oh! Oh no!
I was wondering if you'd see that or if I had to point it out.
Oh, stop!
Yeah, for real.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm comparing this to something else that I can't yet talk to you about because you haven't seen it yet. But I'm comparing it to something else, and my mind is exploding right now. In the best way.
Sun and the moon. Ta-da!
Oh my god. Anyway, okay, let's keep going because my mind needs to recover.
It makes it even better, to be honest with you.
They may have just became my favorite ship.
Right? Like, for real.
I am sorry to all the other great ships that we have seen so far, but Sun and Moon.
So, because your mind is blown, and you're freaking out over Sun and Moon, we're gonna take a break for you to process that.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yay! When we come back, Sun and Minjung have to say goodbye. I'll start that in the next part because why not? So we will be right back. And we are back with Sensei Season 2, Episode 4, Polyphony. When we left off before, Sun had just punched Detective Moon in the face, and he's out, so she can run. So she runs back down to the apartment, and Minjung's like, he's sleeping, so she closed the door. Like, he's still out cold, too. So both of them are out, and they're like, okay, this is our chance to escape. But Minjung is like, it's fine, you go. I'll only slow you down. And she's like, no, I'm not going without you. And she's like, no, it's fine. I have life in prison. Like, this was a great taste of freedom, but it's not like they can do anything more to me than life in prison. So I'm just gonna go back. I think that's the best decision to make. So, Sun's on her own now, and Minjung is going back to prison. So, that sucks. Now she's alone.
Yeah.
So, back in Raul's room.
Yes.
I like what his dad says about like homes and rooms and things like that. That places like this are like architectural memories. Like when he said that, I like flashback to like the last time I was in like my old house when I was visiting, or when I was over in California for 3 months. I went and I saw my old house, and the lady who lives there now and her husband, very nice. So she was like, "Oh my god, that was you that used to live here." I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, come in and see the house. It's fine." So she was very sweet about it. And so I went in and saw my old house and everything, and just like, it's weird because the memories are all there, but it looks so different, but it looks the same. So it's like, it's such an interesting feeling. But like, I love what he said about that, how it's like an architectural memory of places you used to live in and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just all lives inside the room. and lives inside the home. I love that. And as he walks in there, they see all these pictures that Raul had taken, because he did have a camera with him, and as a journalist, he was taking all the photos. That was his thing. And they see photos of the cabin and of Angelica. And Nomi's like, can you get me all these photos? And he's like, yeah. And so he asks his dad, he's like, feel free, take all the photos you need. And apparently he also says the cabin was somewhere in California. So that's a positive thing that they know now.
Yeah.
Is they know at least where to start looking for this place. And he said when his son disappeared, the police said, oh, he's probably involved in drugs, like, he's just gone. And his dad was like, no, I don't believe that. And he's standing next to a poster of Lito, and he lifts it up and says, the police searched the room, but behind this poster, there is, I think it's a VHS tape or something like that, or at least a hard drive. It's like either a VHS or a hard drive or some sort, but it has something on it. And he says the line, my son always believed his secrets would be safe with you.
Aww.
Which is great. I love that. That's really sweet. They were safe. They were behind his poster, and there they were.
Which I think shows that Raul was way more into Lito than vice versa.
Maybe, but also makes sense, because Lito was still, like, figuring himself out. Or at least pushing something back, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I like to think, as I have just watched this episode of 911, and I'm thinking about stuff like this right now, and like realizing your sexuality and things like that, it's kind of giving me vibes of like, I don't think they were necessarily like just like really into or liking each other. I think it was just like, this is something that Lito needed, and Raul was like, great, happy to help, because you seem like a really cool person. And it's such a different feeling. Like, I feel like straight people would not understand this feeling at all, because it's something so quintessential to the queer experience of like, I am here to help you figure this out. But like, it's not just that. There's this like feeling below it that's just this level of loving and care that it doesn't even have to be romantic. It doesn't even have to be platonic. It's just on a different level, because we've all experienced similar things, you know? And so I think that's what their relationship was very much like, you seem to be stressing about this. It's okay. Totally get it. But I mean, why not attempt it without the words needing to be said? And I think they were on that same wavelength of that, with Lito still freaking out a bit. But like, I think it was such a positive experience for Lito that it really helped him move forward with his sexuality. I think now that he's had that moment with Raul, he was able to move forward and have this love with Hernando, because he had this base experience with Raul. And I love thinking about sexuality and like discovering one's self. And it's just ever since, because I mean, I love thinking about it anyway, but because of this week with 911 and everything, it's jumped out to me, and it's something I'm thinking about like so much. Like, when was mine? Like, I don't think I ever had the big like moment, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had that moment of like, oh shit, I'm gay. Like, I've never had that one singular moment.
No, me neither.
But yeah, it was just a bunch. I posted this on my Instagram too, but like, I'll talk about it here as well. It was just a little bunch of little things. Like, it would just be teeny tiny things of like, oh, that girl, ooh. Like it wasn't like a big thing. I just thought, oh yeah, no, hot. Like, she's very pretty. I cannot stop thinking about her, and I have 50 billion pictures of her in my phone. But that's normal. That's just the thing people do. Evidently not. But it was a bunch of little things. Like, I never had that moment of like, oh, that must be it. It was just all the small things that led up to like me watching different TV shows. That's why representation, honestly, like this, is so important, because I saw like, I think it was like multiple different TV shows at the same time that I was watching, where I went, this person likes girls, this person likes girls, this person likes girls, and I went, oh, I really like that this person likes girls. Like, I really do. It's like my favorite part of this show. And it was in all those different shows that it was my favorite part of the show. So it helped me go forward in that. It was like not a big moment thing. It was like a nice, comfortable, like, glide into it. So I just love watching shows like this where, I don't know, that quintessential queer experience like shines through, where it's something that like straight or cis people will not be able to feel, no matter what, because it's just something so specific. And it's something I can't even describe. It's just there. I don't know. I love this scene because of that. So I thought I'd go on that little rant. But so they have the hard drive / VHS, what have you, now, and so they go to watch it. And who's on the VHS but the professor from Chicago? That was just like, oh, I haven't seen him in a while. Ooh, I don't know where he is, bitch. You lying snake. Amanita was right about you. So they are, I think it's Todd that they're working on, which is the one sensate from Angelica's cluster, her first one, that didn't want to be a sensate. That, I believe that's who they're working on. And they're doing a thing. They're sticking the electrodes to his brain, and Whispers is like using the helmet, and he's able to write his name using Todd.
Yeah.
I don't know if Todd had like a what's it called, lobotomy yet, or at all, but evidently he was able to do something, which is not good. And as they're watching it, and the two of them on the TV are like, "This is great, we've done it, yay!" Like they're all smiley and crazy and happy. The dad is like, I met that professor in Chicago, and he said he hadn't seen my son. He had no idea where he was. And yeah. And he was like, what was your impression of him when you first met him? He was like, he's a lying snake. The journalist intuition, he's like, nah, I fully didn't believe him.
Yeah.
Fucking bastard. And so he also talks about the last time he heard from his son. He's like, when did you know he was gone and disappeared? Apparently he got a phone call, and Angelica helped him make that phone call. And you can see a scar on Raul's forehead.
Yeah.
So he's obviously kind of been lightly lobotomized. I don't know how to say that, but something's been done to him. But he still has some of his faculties left, where he is like crying when he hears his father's voice. Like, he loves his father so much, and he's in tears hearing his voice, but he can't speak back because his brain's been messed with. And Angelica's there holding the phone to his ear so he can hear him one last time. And his father knows. He's like, where are you? He's wondering where he is and everything, but once he hears that silence, he knows that this is probably the last time he's going to be in any form of conversation, however silent it may be, with his son. And so he just says, I love you, before the phone hangs up. And his father looks so heartbroken, and I want the best for this man, because he seems great, you know? Yeah. Like, I feel so sad for him. Oh my gosh. Heartbreaking scene. But his father ends up being like, look, I don't know what an actor can do to help me out here, or to help Raul out, but obviously he thought very highly of you, and I hope one day to share the same opinion. Yeah. Because I apparently he knew you could help, so here we are. And I like that he has that mind open to that possibility, because it's not just like, you're an actor, what are you gonna do? He's like, I have no idea, but like, Raul trusted you, so I trust you too. And apparently his journalist intuition is probably, thinks highly of Lito now as well. Yeah. So, period. I love that whole scene. It's so interesting to watch and see play out. But as everyone is sleeping, you now see everyone sleeping, and they're in a dream. Like, Will and Nomi are remembering, kind of. It's a memory. It's not a dream.
Yeah.
Because Will is thinking it, and then Nomi pops up, and she's like, "Are we in the same dream? Because this is kind of new." And he's like, "I don't think this is a dream. This is a memory." Yeah. And it's basically Angelica's there, Raul's there, and Jonas is there as well. And Angelica's freaking out. She's like, "I'm done with you. I'm done with them. I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore." And Jonas is like, "Whoa, where would you be going? Like, calm down." And he eventually says, "I'm sorry." And she said, "I don't need your tears. I need your fucking courage." Period. I love Angelica. What a great quote. But we also see snippets of the current moment, where Jonas is now being wheeled somewhere. We don't know where. But it's probably not good. Yeah. He could be lobotomized. We don't know. And that makes Will wake up, and Angelica's there, and she says, "You need to help him. You need to help him, because this is like now. You need to help him now. There is no next time. Something is wrong." It's Jonas. And as they wheel him in, Jonas kind of appears and says, "I thought I had value to them, but apparently that time has passed." And Will realizes, oh god, they're gonna kill him. And also Jonas says, they're using me to send you a message. They want you to watch. Which is fucking terrifying. He says, I'm sorry I failed you, and Angelica's there, and she's like, I'm here, don't worry. And so this seems to be the end of Jonas. Yeah. We're seeing snippets of memories going by of him and Angelica. They say they love each other, and it's really sad. This is a sad moment, because evidently this person we've seen for 2 seasons is gonna die.
Yeah.
So he says he's afraid. They put the oxygen mask on and put him to sleep, and kind of get cut off from him because, you know, he's put to sleep. So that's where the episode ends, with a cliffhanger of Jonas is about to die. Yeah. Dun dun dun. MVP. Okay, I think I go. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Sun.
Raul.
Oh. Okay.
I was gonna say Sun as well. Sun was an option for me.
Yeah.
But the whole after me being in my feels with sexuality this week, it's I just loved this whole storyline of Raul just like being with Lito when he needed him and just like helping him through him trying to like be okay with his sexuality, even though Lito was like, no, I'm not gay. He's like, gotcha, whatever you want. Like he didn't push him. He didn't say, no, you are. He didn't try to push him mentally into his sexuality. He was just there for him when he needed that. And also, he had all the footage that they needed to realize, okay, this guy's also involved. They killed this guy probably. Yeah. And he researched so much and had all this information ready for them, even though he knew he probably wouldn't be there to give it to them. And I think that's awesome. Go Raul. I love Raul, actually. So on multiple watches, especially on this one, because I've seen it many times, but I didn't think I was as connected to Raul as I am in this one. Like, yeah. I think he's great. So, how about you?
Yeah, so I picked Sun, mainly because she was able to escape Detective Moon. She beat him up. It was great to watch. Yes. And she also was, like, able to escape now. Like, she kind of, like, she is on her own.
All right, so you had a couple vibes, actually. So, the title was a tougher one. Yeah. Was polyphony, but you got it right. It was you said know me, and it was the 2 authors discussing.
Right, I completely missed that while I was watching.
Honestly, so did I. I don't remember even when they said it, but you got it. It was know me. So, period. Take that win. So we have a top tier distraction, and that was from Lito screaming.
Yes.
I just love when he screams. So you got that right, though. You said Lito.
Oh, nice.
Period. Bathroom discussion 2.0. You said Kala and Wolfgang. You got that right.
Nice.
Well done. You're doing very well this time around. Motorcycle chase. You said Wolfgang. It was Amanita with Nomi and everything like that. So, no. But, let's see. Raul, you said Lito. Correct. And Moon. You said Kala. Was not. It was Sun. Dang. Sun and Moon. So, I was hoping you'd, like, get there and be like, Sun, Moon? But, like, no.
No. I didn't realize Moon was a person. If I knew Moon was a person, I probably would have thought differently. Because I was like, oh, is Kala gonna, like, pray to the moon or something? Because she's very, like, religious. I
did that on purpose. I knew you weren't gonna figure out it was a person. I was like, there's no way you're gonna be like, but is it a person? No. So, yeah. Ta-da. Moon, Sun. So you did pretty well on those vibes, actually. You only missed, like, 2. Well done. So your next vibes, you have 4. One of them is kind of a easy one. Okay. So I'll give that to you first.
What about title?
And title. Oh fuck, what's the title? I went to write it down and I completely forgot to. I think I remember it, but let me just double check it. Yeah, Fear Never Fixed Anything.
Fear Never Fixed Anything. I feel like that involves Lito.
Okay, so one of the sensates says it. So you want to stick with who are you sticking with? Or
Lito.
You were gonna stick with Lito, okay. All
right. Because now I know that one of them says it. Like I thought it would be said to him, but no, now
one of them says it.
Yeah, I want you my answer.
Okay, we can change it. That's okay.
I'm gonna change the sun.
So your first vibe, that's the pretty easy one, is DJ.
Oh, Riley.
Right.
Okay. That should be
kind of
easy.
a easy one, but I put it there because it's a big moment in the show. Not in the show, but like in the episode.
Yeah.
So your other three, we start with reunion.
Involves one sensei?
Yes.
Is a happy reunion or no?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not the son with her brother. That was my first thought. I was like, wait, hang on. Define reunion. Okay, I got two in my head. It's either maybe Nomi reunites with her sister.
Okay.
Or Will reunites with his dad.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Will and his dad.
Okay.
Because Nomi's still technically a fugitive, so I don't think she would really show herself.
She is still a fugitive, yes. Next, we have Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Do you know of Anonymous?
Do I know of Anonymous? Do I?
I don't know, do you? The hacker people? Anonymous.
Oh! I didn't know. No, I didn't know that.
With the mask. They have like the Guy Fawkes mask for like the V for Vendetta thing. They're always like popping up on people's thing and going, "We are anonymous." Like they're real.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We are the bringers of justice. I don't know. But like they're real.
No, me then? If they're hackers?
And something/someone from season 1 returns to kind of close out a small thing, I guess.
Is it Ursa? I remember you said that I know I predicted that she was the one who faked the heart attack or whatever in the last episode or last season. And you did say she would come back at some point to confirm it was her.
So do you want to say which sensei involves? Do you want to say Riley then?
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
All right, those are your vibes.
Okay.
Voila. So that was Sense8 Season 2, Episode 4, Polyphony. Join us next week when we talk about Season 2, Episode 5, Fear Never Fixed Anything. Period.
We will see you all then.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.